so many new people coming in. Like we've had
to move the ping pong table.
Ping pong?
Yeah. Ping pong. Do you think it was seriously called ping pong?
It is ping pong.
No, it's not. It's ping pong.
You see you smiling, Simon? Is that the thing you were going to try and convince me? That was the plan, that you were going to try and convince me it was ping pong?
Ping pong.
Yeah, I mean, you're idiots. Idiot.
We're talking about social listening today.
Okay.
Because I just want to know why we do it and like why it's important for brands and clients.
There's a few things you can get out of social listening. So the first thing would be, you know, understanding the conversations that are happening on your social channels. So these are things that are happening within your comments threads and stuff like that. Understanding that, but also understanding what people are talking about just on social in general about your brand.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What do you know about social listening?
So I tend to use social listening from my clients predominantly from a reporting perspective. I tend to use social listening in accordance with a few other things, so like tubular labs. I'll have a look at what other branded work they're doing, look at how they're ranking on that. Then we'll compare stats from our side, look at what they're doing with competitors and kind of add some more value to the reporting we're doing and the stats we're giving them. That's how I use it.
So it's a really good way of seeing what your competitors are doing, what they're discussing and how well it's going. It also means you can capitalise on things you don't think they're doing as well maybe. Just, you know, listen to the positives of what they're doing too and learning from that.
If you're thinking about social strategy for a client, it's important to know what the conversation is online and what people want to hear about, and using that to inform sort of the content that you're putting out there. So that's how we tend to use it. So if we're pitching for new clients, we'll look at what's going on, what's relevant to them, and use that to inform our pitches. And then same with the clients that we've got on board, just using it to make sure that we're putting out the right content that the audience wants to see.
It's comfortable. I want to be free, man. It's good for the soul.
The soul. The soul.
I'll film you, Jamie. You have to take your mask off. I think it's important to get your perspective on things, Jamie, because you've just said there that you're struggling today, and I want to know why you're struggling.
I'm just stressed.
Do you get up and spend enough time away from your desk and actually spend that time to try and relax?
What, in the day?
Yeah, so I'm talking like, you know, I can see you in meetings back to back, you're constantly editing, or you're on your computer, or you're filming. Do you ever just go, I'm going to have half an hour, I'm going to walk up to the roof, and I'm going to eat my lunch without any distractions, and I'm just going to have that time to just sort of reset my mind?
No.
You should do that.
Wanted to know why we kind of use social listening and what kind of tool we want to use.
So I suppose the main reason that we kind of use social listening then is to kind of like keep an eye on what the competition are doing. That is something that we do from like a publishing side, not necessarily to kind of like judge our strategy, because we always kind of do things as we see fit and as the platforms kind of advise us to, but more as a kind of like, okay, well, have they made any big shifts in terms of like the way that they're approaching different platforms? If they have kind of upped a certain style of content, why they've done that? They found like another way of posting that's quite clever and stuff like that.
I think because of the COVID and the certain restrictions we've had to put in place in the office, it means we've had to shut down the darts board. We've recently reopened the darts board, but now we've had to make way for more desks. We've had to now shut the dartboard, the pool table, the table tennis, because of how many sort of like germs can be transmitted through people using it. We've had to close those things down. So what we've got to keep an eye on is like people's time where they can actually get up and go and do something away from their workstation. I don't think we've quite found an alternative for that, and that's highlighted it there from what you've just been saying. You're sort of struggling a bit, very, very busy. We're not giving people enough ideas or enough opportunity to get up from your desk and go, okay, I need a little bit of time to just sort of like sit back and relax. And you know how we spotted that there? Just by having a conversation, just basic communication.
Good. He's a legend, isn't he?
I do try, Jamie. So busy.